Okay, hello everybody who is here. Hello Shmoopy, hello Robojade, and hello Midon. Hope you guys are good. Actually, Robojade, I know you're probably not doing as good because I saw you trying to beat the last part of this game last night. And from what I saw, that's about the average first experience that people have. When you were trying to sleep, all you could see was the part, and all you could hear was the music. Yeah. I think when I first played it, okay, that was loud. My cat's on my desk right now. Yeah, the first time I played that part, I was playing it for many hours, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait and play it tomorrow. Then the next time I played it, the next day I beat it the first time. So that might be you, Robojade. You might beat it for the first time you play next. That's a possibility. Also, yes, my cat is here. She's just sitting for some reason. But yeah, thanks for being here, guys. So the cool thing is that I downloaded a save file from the internet because the Cave Story tribute site is very generous and they have a lot of save files, and there's one right about where I wanted to actually play from, so that's really cool. So I'm gonna be starting there. But yeah, so we're mostly gonna be going through the good ending stuff, just because that's the main focus of this part from here on out, and because I already showed off the non-good ending stuff. But yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully it won't take forever. I don't know. We'll have to see, because again, I'm out of practice for some of the harder parts. So, we will see. But, yeah, I guess I'm thinking, because maybe I don't know if you saw all the other stuff, so some of the stuff is going to be spoilers, but that's okay. I hope that you guys can enjoy even if there is spoiler. The Christmas lights? Fair enough. Christmas lights are very important. What the heck is happening here? What? Oh, because I have chat 1. Okay, overlay. Okay, that was weird. But yeah. You got this, thank you. I will try my best. You only remember Forg? That's the most important part of this game, is the Forgs. Both the enemies and Dr. Garo. Oh yeah, there's always this Trinitron, yeah. Or Trinitron, I don't know how you pronounce that, but yeah. That's the TV of choice that I have. Also hi Chio, that is the correct emote. And Tiff, hello as well. Yes, Balfrog's the best enemy, actually. That's the best boss. Alright. So, I've noticed that this save has Blade at like level 2 already, which is good. Also Polar Star at 3. So, yeah, basically, with Curly, you don't have to take her machine gun, you just keep the Polar Star. And there's no extra dialogue or anything. Like, you only get the extra dialogue if you exchange it, which again makes me think that you're kind of supposed to do that for the first time you play the game, but yeah. You also have the missile launcher, and the fireball is only level 1, so I guess whoever played this save file does not believe in the power that it holds. There's also the bubbler, or the bubbling, at a level 3, so I can show that off quickly. Basically, if you press and hold, you get these bubbles around you, and it kind of makes like a shield. But yeah, there is I guess ammo that you have, kind of similar to, say, the missile launcher and the machine gun. But yeah, hold on, let me turn down the audio like slightly. There, that should be good. Obsessed with Balrog? That is correct. You should be obsessed with Balrog because he's the best character. Anyway, so, I guess to recap, this is the labyrinth part of the game, and they're being evil. Okay, maybe it's still a bit loud actually. Up just in case. But yeah, so just to recap for people who are experiencing a gap in between, what is it? Just, I guess, I don't know, Cave Story in general. We wake up in a cave, we go down the cave, and, there are rabbit creatures called Mimiga, and they're experiencing problems because there are these guys that came to this place, and one of them was bad. He's trying to like use red flowers in order to change the Mimiga into like basically war creatures. So we're trying to find flowers to stop him, and we did not find them. They got there first, and because even though we tried to fight them, we got sent down to this labyrinth. So that's the story so far. So since we did not take the machine gun from Curly, we have one other option. So this is Chaba again. Kind of same deal, got burgled. But if you show up with just the Polar Star, he says this. Hey, you got something pretty spiffy there. Polar Star and a Fireball, unless I missed my guess. Can I take a quick look at them? So if you say yes, he'll take both your Polar Star and the Fireball. Ho ho! And then he gives you the snake. So the snake is its own weapon, and you see there are squares, like Minecraft. And the snake is an interesting weapon. I'll try to show off some of the iterations of it. Yeah, exactly like Minecraft. You can't hold it like the machine gun, but it's also like the Fireball, where like only like a couple can like be on the screen at like any given time. These guys are being like, annoying. But yeah, the cool thing is that this could go through walls, and that also goes for all the additional levels of it. I might just be playing too bad. I might not actually show this off. There we go. Okay, so level 2 is, you see, it's more like the actual Fireball now, but it just goes horizontally instead of rolling on the floor. And level 3 is also like that. However, we're not going to go for that one because there's another weapon later on, if you are extra patient, that we're going to hold off on instead. I believe you can just say no to Chaba. And I don't remember if there's additional dialogue, but there is this. it just says you're missing out, but we're actually not missing out because there's a different weapon that I would prefer instead. But yeah, so if you don't take the additional weapons, Polar Star is a bit weak, like on the weaker side compared to the other ones you could be selecting, but it's worth it. Unless you really like the snake, which it is a decent weapon, but yeah, there's reasons why I'm being patient. Alright, so similar deal to last time. There's Dr. Gero, who's the best character because he's a frog. Wants us to go to the near clinic to find medicine. And also Curly is here, being very sad. Forgay, yes. This is true. Actually, I don't remember. Can I sleep in this bed? Yeah, you can, actually. So, that is true. So true, Robo Jade. Curly is amazing. So, one thing you may notice is that because there is no machine gun currently, or because I don't have the machine gun, I can't actually access this area up here to get the arms barrier because I don't have the ability to raise myself as I jump. So that's gonna be a thing for later. But yeah, similar deal to last time. We just fight this guy. Not like super difficult or anything. Except he can hit me. As long as you are like very slow. If you're slow, you get hit more. Which is true in real life as well. Especially if there's rain. Alright, so we need to stop being loud in their cars. So, actually, yeah, we hand over the cure-all. And, Curly is going to receive it, and that will be good. It tells us about the Boulder Chamber, which is going to be where we go next. Also, here's a nurse that tells us about, stuff being good. Alright, so like last time, we just head on forward and get, Monster X, which is the next, boss. So again, I don't have the machine gun. However, it's not that big of a deal because I just use the blade for a lot of it. However, if you remember, this part is a bit more tricky. So actually, let me save because I don't think I saved. That'd be embarrassing if I just died there. But yeah, so no flying ability means that this next little segment with the blocks is a bit less forgiving. But it's not too bad. It's gotta do like a very similar jump. Not like that. Yeah, it's a bit not forgiving, but hopefully I can get it. Or, okay, maybe I'll just die instead because I'm not doing this very well. Ouch. Ouch is true. It's a similar deal to the kind of jumps. It's just, you know, the block is moving, so to like time it correct, so that's why it's difficult, but it's, once you get used to it, it's fine. I'm just not used to it. Alright, attempt 2. There we go. So it's like that. This next one's easier, you just fall down, similar to the last time. Wait, oh yeah, I do have level 2 blade, but it's a bit less. Let me just try to get some more XP on this blade. Or maybe I don't have time to do that, but that's okay. Okay, well, I'm being too greedy. See, that's the other bad thing, is that if you're too greedy, you don't get the things that you want. You get leveled down a lot, and it's very unfortunate. You know what I also have though? This is bubbling. Then also the wrong button down, but yeah. Wants to actually shaped like an X. You know, that's probably right. I never really thought about it like that, but that makes sense. Oh yeah, there's a little dog paw on the boss. I think that's like a similar graphic from earlier on the blocks in the sand zone. Oh my god, you bad fish. Fish do a lot of damage, unfortunately. Yeah, the dog locations, yeah. There's some of them that are labeled like that, and it's nice. Alright, so unfortunately I didn't lose most of my health, but that's okay because it's more dramatic. You know, there is a little creature that is controlling it. Maybe he's a dog. I'm not really sure. But that is a good theory. Alright, so now we see the first thing we need to do in order to, get the good ending. So if you remember, if you were there, if not, that's okay. So on the balcony in the prefab house, if you read the books, you find like a note from Booster that says if you live long enough, you could probably make Booster 2.0. So if you also remember, he dies if you go down and talk with him. So what you're supposed to do is just jump over this gap here and completely ignore him. And you don't get the booster, you don't talk with him or anything. And this little red line is where you're supposed to be jumping for it. So yeah, you just ignore him. Hi, Curly. Yeah, screw Booster. Why would I talk with him? He doesn't deserve it. You watch the VOD from the point when you feel as you're kind of there? Alright, good enough. Another fan favorite, Balrog. He is extremely silly. He just goes along with it because Curly's just that awesome. But yeah, if you do notice, if you do not get the booster, if you don't have the machine gun, you cannot get a health refill between Monster X, this section, and also the next Labyrinth section. You just have to go into that with no health refills at all. So it's a bit more perilous, to say the least. Dead Rock. He's not dead. He's standing right here. Why would you say he's dead? But yeah, you do have a save point, but no health. The game just says screw you. That's okay, because the next section, is good at getting, XP and health and stuff. Alright, so let's go. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be trying to focus on getting a level 2 blade, because that's good to get. I'm also gonna be trying to do a bit better with regards to getting hit by things. That's one thing I didn't really do a great job on last time, so I got hit a lot. I was playing a bit, like, not very cautiously. Yeah, Curly's very nice because she's being extra helpful. just what, because how her AI works is that she like keeps the covering around you, so if you don't like, you know, move a lot, she will just kind of stay around the same area, but usually she fights people, which is nice. And again, like last time, she has to like jump very big to get up this way. Actually, is my missiles leveled up? I don't remember if they are. No, oh yeah, they aren't because we just, switched to the upgraded missiles. I don't like when the XP falls into the spike pits. That's not very fun. I prefer it not to fall in the spike pits. Alright, so I guess I can try to get some... I could try to level up the fireball a little bit, but I think missiles are going to be more useful for this next boss. Generally speaking. But the next course would be to try to upgrade the bubbler, because I do kind of want to show that off, because that's also a very good weapon for the core boss fight, actually. Yeah, again, because we don't have the machine gun, we do have to like parkour this. We are unable to not parkour this. Which also means I was probably a bit greedy, because I do have to like escape this area. Because you do just drown if you don't get out of the water. But that's okay, because that was for demonstration purposes. And now I can play the game. The drowner, what do you mean? I did not just drown. I think that you are seeing things. Also, hello, hope that you are good. I don't know for how much longer you were streaming last night. It was very late. $10 hours? Oh my god, why were you streaming for 10 hours? That's not good. I think the longest stream I did was like 8 hours, but that was with Samurai. That's because I was locked in at that point. Because I was trying to get 9s on one map. Okay, well, even if the Game Awards, like, Game Awards are gonna be available tomorrow, and Cave Story is also gonna be available tomorrow. Well, the good thing, about the part that you're on, Robojade, is that you're, like, very close to there's, like, not really that much left after, that point that you're at. Yeah, Game Awards are 3 hours or something like that. I don't know, I didn't watch them. I didn't really care about them. I only care if there's something that I like being announced. I don't care otherwise. Really boring. Game Awards is never boring. I don't know what you're talking about. It's always the most invigorating event you could ever experience. You log in and you're like, oh my god, the Game Awards are today. I'm so happy. I love watching people that I do not recognize ramble about the gaming industry or AAA titles or something like that. Opening up lights. Alright, good luck, Robojade. I hope that the lights are nice to you and that they are not mean. Jeff Cayley. See, I don't even know who that is. That's how disinterested I am about the Game Awards. I do recognize the name, I can't place in my mind who it refers to. The host guy? Okay, that makes sense. Kojima's boyfriend? That's also true, yeah. Awards game, yaoi? Exactly. That's what everyone watches for anyway. They don't care about Toro or whatever. They're like, when am I gonna see MLM action? Come on guys, right there. I could barely just get that heart. That's kind of cool. Alright, so we are mostly at max level. That's cool. And a lot of the stuff that I knew was important, which is also good. Alright, again, another save point, no health refills. The last time you get it is straight up, like, before Monster X. Alright, so, we did leave Booster, did not talk with him, we don't know what the heck he's doing. There's one other thing we do need to do, in this area for the good endings, if you remember, or not, again, as always. Curly kinda dies here, if you know, just by default. So, yeah. There's something we must do in order to ensure that when she does inevitably give up her air tank, she can still be alive. Maybe. Yeah, first we don't talk with her, we come over to this area that I pointed out last time. And as you can see, this time there's something sparkling there. This item does not show up if you talk with Booster. Something is coiled around the broken robot's arm. Will you take it? Yes. So this is the tow rope. Fisher is correct. It is a very cool rope. And yeah, I think... yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I know it needs to happen. Because yeah, it's very specific. It's like, this is a tow rope for robots, specifically. So, I wonder how this will be used. Alright, so now we gotta do this boss fight and be extra cautious about the drowning mechanic because it's more perilous since you cannot use the machine gun if you do not have it, and I do not have the machine gun. Hi Curly. So yeah, I gotta like stay like near the top like as much as possible, generally speaking. I'm gonna be greedy because that's funny. Yeah, missiles are also good for this boss fight. There's this part. Should we use my blade more because that's like actually useful for this? So yeah, staying like as high as possible. is very important. Just so that way when the water comes back down, it can actually like recover properly and not die immediately. But yeah, not that bad, as long as you're like kind of on top of it. Wait, Orb of Doom is true, because those do like a lot of damage. I don't remember how much, 'cause I didn't get hit by one, but they do many damage. So he's missing the doctor again. They're taking the core because the core is bad, and if you destroy it, the island also falls with it, and that's bad. Similar deal to last time, Curly is Sag now because she realizes the Cullens are probably dead, and you know, we never really see them again in the game, so it's likely that they're dead. One possible theory is that some of the Mimiga that you find like on the top of the balcony are at least like some of them, but you know, not confirmed because they're kind of similar to other Mimiga we've seen before. Did you know that the witch woman Jenka once had a brother? His name was Balos. Like his sister, he wielded powers far beyond those of mortals. It is the silly ball guy. Alright, so, similar deal. There's no reply. She isn't moving, but it looks like she's still alive. Will you use the tow rope? Yes, we will. So we tie it to her body, and now she's with us. And this is how we take Curly Brace with us out of this godforsaken room. But yeah, I do like that kind of minute moment, just because if you go the normal route, it puts a lot of like very subtle focus on the fact that she just ends up there, that she just never leaves after that point. Like, you're just lying in the core room, you leave, the door closes behind you, and she's just left there. You don't really see that again until after, okay, I'm gonna switch the blade, this is better. Until, the island falls in the ending, because it does a very, nice aerial. And the aerial, shows her lying there still, so there's that. I'm gonna use the fireball. Yeah, these areas are annoying. These are annoying. I'm not playing them very well, but they are annoying just by general way of speaking. There's not a lot of ways to like jump, especially now you don't have the booster and you don't have the machine gun. Now you still can get the machine gun for the good ending, but for the ideal weapon for the good ending, it's better to get something else. Yeah, again, I'm gonna try to take advantage of these heart spots because they are very good and useful. Same kind of deal with the currents. You can use a jump button to like avoid most of that, but yeah, you have less of a I guess a backup because the booster kind of acts as backup a little bit, or just machine gun, so we can like keep flying around. Yeah, so we do need to go back here to this room. The best weapon in the game is obviously the snake. I mean, it's decent. It's not my favorite, but you know, it's okay. Alright. So, where's like the screen? Why don't you take a rest? So, we go rest. This refills our health, which is good. But yeah, we leave Curly there. And words also say this. You know, I'll have to record what I learned in that notebook. And, in the, you know, regular run, there is the notebook. It's dusty, but we don't really read it because it's not interesting. It's boring stuff. She isn't moving, but looks like she's still alive. Yeah, again, this bookshelf has a notebook covered in dust. And you read it. Service-developed robots have limitations on their operation underwater. If they are submerged for too long a period, their system automatically shuts down to avoid short-circuiting. The following is a description of the proper method of caring for a flooded robot. Learn how to treat flooded robots. When the robot has been dried via the aforementioned procedures, the system will automatically begin the rebooting process. Nothing else here appears especially useful. Oh, you gotta go? Alright, well, thanks for sticking around, Midon. Enjoy whatever you're going to do. And yes, we will help Curly. Who is Frogtor? Is that like Balrog, but like, I don't know, Skeletor? Oh, Frog Doctor. Oh, yeah. The Frog Doctor's name is Dr. Gero, but I like Frogtor. That's pretty funny. But yeah, so we go to Curly and we drain the water. You're alive. Oh, I'm so glad. I didn't think you were going to make it. Once you fell unconscious, I couldn't think of any other way. Looks like my air tank worked just like I hoped. Ah. Alright, so she fell sound asleep again. Now, why does the rebooting process take like 5 seconds before shutting her down again? I don't know. It appears that it takes some time to reboot. Just like the screen. I pray for your victory. Do you want to leave her here? So, yeah, some things in this game are very vague. Like the rope being all the way on the other side of the room is kind of vague. Also, the fact that the very specific process you have to do to like lie her down, go to the notebook, drain her, and then ask you if you want to leave her there. That's kind of evil, honestly. Because you are supposed to actually take her with you, not leave her, because leaving her is not the option. But yeah, we are now Fractor. Because we saved Curly. The ancient Fractor procedures allowed us to do this. Very obvious and intuitive, exactly. Honestly, I think when I played this, I might have mentioned it before, but the only thing I really needed help with was just the booster part. Everything after that I kind of figured out, but that's mostly because I was just insanely worried and concerned that I would not do it correctly, so I was just like, why would I leave Curly? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, it's alien metal time. Oh my... Fuck off, oh my god. Why would they do that? That's so evil. Well, I got the alien metal last time, so it's not like I really need it this time. It's just for clout. Whatever, I don't care about not getting hit anymore. I can get hit by everything. But yeah, Curly does detach, from the tow rope in the waterway. And we kinda leave without her. Favorite boss in the hit game, Ika-chan? Exactly. I explained it last time, but yeah, that boss is an Ika-chan reference. That's why doing a no-hit gets you the other Ika-chan reference and the other Ika-chan reference. But here's Booster again. He shows up. If, you don't talk with him. Amazing. Only you, I see. The doctor has acquired the red flowers. The island's Mimigas have fallen into his hands. So the tragedy has become inevitable. I should have allowed at least Sue to escape when I had the chance. Got the Booster V 2.0. Please heed my last request. If you see Sue again, I want you to take her and flee this island. That girl is Sakamoto's daughter, and she never wanted to come here in the first place. But we couldn't leave the child all alone, so she had no choice but to come along with us. I beg you, take that girl with you and flee. But that's what he says. We do have the 2.0 now, and the 2.0 is a lot cooler than the 0.8. Because you remember, the 0.8, you just kind of hovered up a little bit. For the 2.0, any direction you head in, you can just go like this, and it's fantastic. You can be precise, you can go down, you can go sideways. You can hover a little bit like that. Do a little bit of that. It's a lot better than the 0.8. That's why I was kind of struggling a little bit doing the final boss with just a 0.8. Because it's like, ugh, this is way worse than the other booster. But yeah, so the last thing that we can do is come up this way that we can actually access with this version of the booster, and only this version of the booster. So we can gather onto these blocks, which you can kind of see with the map system. There's some blocks that go back upward, so we're gonna do that. And this allows us to get back up to this door. And this is the first cave again. Now, why are we here? This is a good question, but trust in due time. There's a good reason. But yeah, it's kind of cool that you can like come back to the first area in the game. But only like after this point where like you are a lot stronger and you have better weapons and stuff. Backtracking to Metroidvania. This is true. This is very true. Alright, so now this guy was sleeping at the beginning of the game, but now he's awake. You haven't seen the gun I made, have you? Someone went and stole it while I was sleeping. Yeah, I don't know who that was. That's crazy. Drat, this is why I should have been keeping it in my pocket while I napped. Hey, isn't that my gun? What are you doing with it? I didn't make it for you. Give that back. So he just takes the Polar Star from us. Puh, I see you've certainly been giving my gun a workout. You know, I've long believed that one's weapons should be crafted by oneself. That one who fights with another's weapons and considers that force his own is witless. That one who blames his tools for that which his own power cannot achieve is a fool. Oh man, yeah, I completely agree with that. Anyways, Booster 0.8 sucks. However, when I see this gun before me that you have used so exhaustively, it moves this man to tears. To think such thorough use are possible even before this gun's completion. Huh. I apologize for my grumbling. You can keep this gun. After I finish it, of course. Oh god, more for sensitivity. Polar Star became the spur. In this world, there exists a balance between those who are creators and those who are users. I knew that, of course, but it took your help for me to experience this firsthand. From now on, I vow to dedicate myself to the side of creation. The labor involved becomes joy when I know there are those who will enjoy my work to the utmost. So yeah, we have the spur now, and you see the level 1 by default is the Polar Star's level 3, so automatically it's a great weapon. However, you can also charge it. So level 2 is a single line, level 3 by default is a 2 line, and level 3 max is just a straight line that is thick, and it is good. Oh, you're going to work, Fisher? Alright, well, good luck with work. Thank you for follow. And I hope that you have a great Cave Story week. Because Cave Story Day is in 1 week exactly. But yeah, so now the first cave is a bit different. There's a lot more critters lying about. And the reason for this is because you can practice with this gun. Like so. There's also XP for the blade, which I think is important. So I'm actually going to sequence break, kind of, by just using the blade for some of this, just so I can get more XP. Because as established, the blade is very good for a lot of things later. But yeah, a lot of people, I think the general consensus is that, the gunsmith's, speech is kind of related to like Pixel's thought process, especially with like the stuff related to like creation and using and stuff. That's like the general consensus. Consensus. Why is that word hard? Wow. Alright, so we have that weapon. And save. And if you notice, we can go back to the labyrinth at this point. So we're gonna do that quickly, actually. And this teleporter takes us to the spot where Booster was. I don't remember if I actually showed off, but there's a teleporter down here, even in the regular good route, and it was broken. But it's kind of assumed that Booster fixes it from this moment. Yeah, I can go back now with the Booster. You can go and get a health refill if you want. Can't remember what's the easiest way to get back, but you can go back either way, I think. You see, there are armored guys now, which was not the case last time. These guys kind of migrate a little bit from, the deeper parts of the labyrinth that we fought with Curly. But yeah, it's really cool to have this weapon in general because you don't have to worry about losing XP for it because you just charge it yourself. Very nice. Very generous. Roll out the fireball some more because I'll definitely use that later. Yeah, this area again easier because you have the booster. You don't have to suffer through it. But yeah, so two things. First, let's go this way. Also, let me try to actually use the booster more so I can get used to it faster because it's gonna be very important that I know how to use it very quickly. Alright, so we're back in the labyrinth shop. If you remember earlier, you can get, you know, either the arms barrier, you could get, the snake, but if you don't take any of those trades, you can come back. Hey there. Labyrinth shop, Burgold. Here, how about this? It just gives you the whimsical star. Just a decoration, I'm afraid. But you've already got the strongest weapon, so what else can I do? And then the Jenka lore. But yeah, so we have the whimsical star, and basically, it is in our inventory. It's a little trinket you got from Chaba in the labyrinth. It's a whimsical star. So it comes equipped by default, unlike the booster, for example. But yeah, so what happens is if you charge your spirit to max, you get little stars that surround you for a little bit. And they do like 1 damage to like things. Or like just like 1 damage each, but it just does like a little bit of damage. And it kind of surrounds you, so it's just a bit of extra protection, a little bit. Not like a life-changing, but it's cute, and it helps protect your back a little bit. Alright, so the other thing you remember, you couldn't get the arms barrier before because I didn't have the booster or the machine gun. But now, we can get it. Same deal as before, you take the damage, amount of weapon energy lost will be halved, so same deal. But it's good to have on hand. Alright, so now we can go back. Oh, you know what? I forgot I have to like go past. My stuff seems to be leveled up pretty decently. I don't really care that much about getting. Actually, I could just skip past all these guys because we have iframes and because there's gonna be a heal at the end anyway. Like such. But also in the house. So now with all that done, we can safely go to the egg corridor. Again, a lot easier now. Oh yeah, I do need those missiles, don't I? Forgot. There's our missiles. Got some bosses hanging out here. Get hit by a cheeky little spike. You know how it is, it's Cave Story. Again, there's some little hearts here in case you need some. I don't, obviously, because I'm a gamer, but, you know. You gotta be like a bit careful with you know, the booster, because you do go up like a lot quicker compared to the other movement items you can get in the game, but usually you're alright. Yeah, notably the main difference between the snake and the spur is that the snake can't go through walls, which means that it's actually something you might want to try out for like speedrunning the last section of the game, which, you know, I'm gonna show later, but yeah, that would be, it's a cool weapon to try, at the very least. Yeah, spur cannot go through walls, and you do have to charge it. That's why it's often called like the best, just because you do not have to like worry about weapon XP for it. Alright, so now here's the sister fight again, which I think you can leave. I mentioned that last time. Yeah, no. I I'm fairly certain you can though if you're like quick enough. I remember seeing that like a long time ago. I have to like fact check this. But yeah, as you can see, this boss fight is very easy with the spur. No problem at all. As long as they just keep charging and stuff. Well, I'm not doing hot. But luckily I did save, so in case I fail horribly, we are good. Also, by the way, I didn't show this off last time. There's a fan here. You can activate it by looking down on it. This is for if you just so happen to not have, I guess, the booster, because in theory you can't get down here, I think, when you had the Mimiga mask. So I believe that's like the only use for it, just so you don't get stuck. Alright, we emerge at the end of the egg corridor. And Kazuma is here again. Yeah, again, you can still get the bad ending from this route if you really want to. But yeah, honestly, kinda lame that he'd willingly leave his sister and mother and other people. That's my opinion. But yeah, considering the circumstances, it does make sense. Alright, so before we head up, you can see down here, there's like a little extra door. And I think you can get here with the booster 0.8, but it's easier with the 2.0 because you are more direct. But now there's a little house here. There's two people. There's a red. Now where did that man run off to? You haven't seen my husband, have you? And a purple. Who are you, mister? So yeah, back in the graveyard, at the beginning of the game, there's a guy who is in green. So that's what that guy's family is. And now I can go up the outer wall. So again, remember last time I did look at the clock room, and you can't get on a normal run, but if you are en route for the good ending, this chest does open. And you get the Nikumaru counter. It's also called the 290 counter in the Nicholas translation. Some things were in here. This item is a tribute to your determination. Glory to all zealous challengers. So yeah, we just have this now. It's a fully automatic stopwatch. You can't see any buttons. So yeah, there's no way to like really use it for now, but you'll see later, and I'll explain why it's a thing as well, 'cause it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's cool. And trying to take advantage of all the good that Booster 2.0 lets us do. Alright, so now we're back. Here's Ito again. The ghost kitties are very cute, I agree. I should pay attention to that in the credits. I can figure out what their names are, because again, they do all have names in the credits, which is cute. Alright, so plantation. So the first thing we're gonna do, actually, is get hit a lot by these things, because it's really dramatic and interesting if you're low on health. But next we're gonna come down this way. There's a bed, if you remember, and Curly ended up here. Oh, I guess he does say that if you don't talk with Curly first. But you know, if you're like me, the first time you see Curly, you're gonna be like, oh my god, it's Curly, she's fine. So you're gonna go up to her, and she's gonna be like, who are you? Which really sucks. Found this one lying in the spring. She says she doesn't even remember who she is. It's a piece of junk, I guess. Now that you mention it. There's a certain kind of mushroom, I'm told, that brings back memories when you eat it. Wonder if it'd work on her. So yeah, she also has amnesia now, which is fantastic. But yeah, so Cthulhu tells us about the mushroom, and it's also, as you can see, there are pipes that output stuff here, so it's kind of implied that in the waterway when we got separated, we got sent back to Mimiga Village, she got sent up here to the plantation. Also, we're dropping frames, that's excellent. I love dropping frames. I love dropping frames in this 50 frames per second video game. But yeah, before we get into that, I'm just gonna take into account that the Whimsical Star will attack things if I get very close to them. So that means for these drools, and I got to like edge around them so that they don't. Okay, just kidding, that one got hit. But yeah, you don't want to get hit just for that reason. No, not just you. Frames are just dropping some. I think it's mostly gone now, but yeah. Hi, Obsidian. Hope that you are good. There's Joe number 2 again. And again, you can go. Just go out to Grasstown. There's not really a reason to go back there, unless you just want to talk with Malco again. But I already showed that off last time. It's not like super important, even though it is cute. So we got our penultimate life. Actually, it's not penultimate. You'll see later why. Got a life capsule. Oh, and actually, I remember we do need to go down into this area for Kampachi. You're good? That is good. I'm also good. Here's Kampachi's gonna go fish because he is a gamer. Just like last time, we can go and say hi to him because he found the key to the area we need to go in next. I don't know why Kampachi thinks a key is weird, but I mean, whatever. Where the fish at? We have a gunfish here. And if you meet Fisher, Fisher went to work. Alright, so just like last time, we cannot use this, teleporter. They got guns. They don't have guns, but they're called gunfish because they're kind of violent in the way they spew out bubbles. And you can imagine that they're like guns. I don't think you actually have to talk with Mahin, or Mahin. That's sick. It is very sick. We love guns. Guns are very cool. Alright, so there's the letter. Same thing as last time, Sue telling the backstory. Oh yeah, you do have to talk with Mahin. They gotta tell you about the letter, and now the block is removed. Why is that a thing? I don't know. It's just to make sure you read the letter, because that is progress, I guess. But yeah, so we're actually not gonna do the password thing yet. We're gonna use that teleporter. To go to Arthur's house, which is not in this direction. Because Arthur's house puts us at the hub teleporter for the other locations, and also there are other things we need to be doing in the graveyard. So I can show off the little man again. I can also show off the other thing we can do there. And I think I showed this off last time because there really wasn't a reason to go back. But yeah, so the droll is gone now. You can just go back to Arthur's house. It's a reliable teleporter. You go back and forth between the plantation and this area now. As such. But yeah, so first let us go to the graveyard. I remember the graveyard, as displayed last time, has a lot of mushrooms in it. Now, none of these mushrooms by themselves are related to memory. But anyway, here's a little guy down here. You can kind of see him a little bit. He's blending in, but he is moving. You say my wife's looking for me? Yeah, you're right. I ain't been home in a while. Alright, time to go. You're gonna take me there, of course. So yeah, he's just chilling out, with us now. He says, hey, we there yet? Yeah, wants us to take him back to his family in the Outer Wall. But yeah, so this door, we can only get with a booster. I believe, yeah, the booster is the only thing that lets us get up here. And there's a different mushroom here. They got some business with me. So this guy is a little bit of a trickster. There's a very specific way you have to answer the questions. So we're gonna say yes. Says, amnesia? How awful. Well then, do you want me to give you the mushroom badge? And we say yes. But in reality, you don't really want it, right? Say no. You want it that much? Yes. You want it absolutely positively no matter what? Yes. But really you don't want it, right? No. Fine, here you go. So yeah, you at any point if you say the wrong thing, you'll just say like, oh yeah, I knew it. So you have to like go through that long sequence, no matter what. Yeah, it gives us the mushroom badge, and if we check it, it has no real use. To be honest, you don't really need it. So we're like, wow, dude, that is bogus. Wahaha, found me out, eh? That's nothing more than a silly badge. What? You want to eat me? I'll have you know that I am a valuable mushroom like no other in all the caves. Grr, I'm not gonna just let you eat me. He says die. And now he's a boss fight. So he does not have a lot of HP. However, he does have that impenetrable attack and he does shoot rocks from the sky. And he also has other mushrooms that come down and are like decoys for him. But yeah, he does not have a lot of health. Firing premature shots at achievements. Exactly. You get achievements for getting all the items in the game, which I failed because I didn't get the alien medal on this run, but that's okay. So now we get the Ma Pinyon. Allegedly has the power to restore memories. So yeah, this is what we need for Curly. Now you might say, why don't we eat it ourselves? The answer to that would be because that would be bad. Because then Curly would not remember us, and Curly, you know, Curly's cool. So that's why. I'm gonna teleport back to the plantation. Even though the outer wall is downward, because we can just fall, and that is a bit easier than making our way through the egg corridor and then up the outer wall. Although we will have to make our way up the outer wall eventually. Alright, so now we go down this way. can just kind of fall. Here's Kazuma again. And now, as you can remember, like last time, the house was this way. Just mind that cheeky hole there so you don't like fall into the abyss. I'm home! And now he is here with them. Ah, it's good to be back. Oh, it isn't that fine looking blade you've got there. Care to trade it for my fabulous gun? So this is the only remaining gun trade you can do in the game. And it is for the blade, and you swap it out for the Nemesis. Thank you for your help. Who are you, mister? Again. Now, it's okay if you say yes because you can trade it back at any time. Because he asks, so, how do you like my fabulous gun? Is it treating you well? Say yes, he says, aha, glad to hear it. But if not, he trades it back. But I do want to shot the Nemesis a little bit, even though I do prefer the blade to it. So we're gonna get the Nemesis, and I'll show that off. Just get back up here quickly. There we go. Alright, so in the menu it says it's a lightning of the goddess. It's for advanced players. And there's a reason it says this. So, level 1. It shoots straight up lightning out, and it's very powerful. It just gets rid of that guy very easily. However, if you level up, you see that the lightning actually gets significantly weaker. It's a lot weaker, and now if you're at level 3, you just shoot out ducks. And it does like 1 HP. But how the XP system works is that if you pick up any XP, it will just automatically level up the next level. And you'll just get the ducks. Duck, please. Exactly. But yeah, so the reason why it says for advanced players is because not only do you have to dodge just regular enemies, you also have to dodge XP in order to get like the main benefits of it. However, it is a really good weapon if you can play it well. I cannot, so that's why I'm going to trade it back for the blade. However, the ducks are very silly. We're gonna be like, this gun sucks. Yeah, fortunately our blade is back at level 1, but I'll be, leveling it back up, so it'll be okay. Oh, by the way, I guess I should mention, for people who do want to play this game, one thing to keep in mind is that whenever you touch ground, your booster automatically refills, because I know it does lose its energy throughout the airtime. So yeah, once you like touch ground, it refills all the way. It's like it doesn't have to like recharge or anything, which is important to keep in mind if you want to be moving a lot with the booster, such as in some possible next areas after the plantation. Also, if you want to speedrun, I guess, because that way you can like optimize your movement. Alright. So we did a little man side quest, we still have the Mapignon, so let us give it to Curly. Because that restores memories. Do you want to use the Mapignon? We say yes. And then we jam it into Curly's mouth because that's the best way of going about this. Quote. I remember now. Your name's Quote. You and I. Right. Back then, a huge number of robots were sent to this island from countries on the Earth's surface. But target was an awesome power kept within this island. The Demon Crown. But you and I, we were different. 2 of us were sent in order to destroy that power. When we got here, the island was in shambles. The robots had torn it all to pieces, and countless Mimigas had been slaughtered. It was terrible. Finally, one man got the Demon Crown in his possession. The robot's work was done, and the island fell silent. But that was just the beginning of the tragedy. With the crown in hand, the man turned the Mimigas into killers, and began his assault on the Earth. I tried to stop him. You were there too. That's as far as I can remember. I'm pretty sure we were able to wound him. But we seem far out of our league. Do you remember anything? So yeah, that's pretty, well, it's almost the last like kind of backstory we get. We actually figure out that this kid we've been playing the entire time does have a name, and it is Quote. Now, if you've seen this game on the internet, you might have already heard of that, but I try my best to kind of keep that hidden, just in case someone had not heard of that before. What's that? Her memories are back. Like it better the old way. So, now Cthulhu is confirmed to kind of suck, and he's kind of sucky. Anyway, we talk to Curly again. I'm fine, thank you. Don't worry about me. Oh, here. Take this with you. I'm fine now. So yeah, this is the last thing that we get, and it's the Iron Bond. You're tied to Curly Brace, the only warrior you will trust your back to. Surely you will meet again one day. So yeah, she just kind of hangs out in the bed for now as she recovers. But yeah, getting the Iron Bond is important because it allows the next parts of the good ending to happen. Yeah, so one thing I think I did mention, like very briefly, back in the Egg Corridor, there was a Cthulhu dude who was talking about you know, the robots and stuff. Let me try to remember. Oh yeah, he was like, where's the others? Because he was like, oh, you're soldiers from the surface. Where are the others? So he says that in the Aeon Genesis translation, which is the one that I'm playing currently. However, in the Nicholas translation, he actually says, so where's your blonde pal? And that is very clearly referring to Curly, which is interesting because, like that not only foreshadows Curly, but it also kind of foreshadows just the fact that like their backstory come to the end together. So I thought that was interesting. Again, I'm not sure what the original line was because I could probably check it because on the Cave Story fan site there is like an entire list of all the files used for dialogue and such. But yeah, I don't know what the original line was, but I think it's a really interesting change to specifically refer to Curly versus just make it more vague. But yeah, so basically what I've been doing now that we are finished with the saving Curly part, we did the Little Man side quest, we are free to play the game normally with an Amiga mask. You can go and get the sprinkler, like what Momorin asked for. And we need to go up here somehow. Rather, she does do it without, she does take the booster, again, like last time, so that kinda sucks, but, yeah. Oh, I guess I can briefly show that you can give Momorin the broken sprinkler if you want to, but it's not the right answer. I think I didn't show it off last time because I forgot that you can, but people who are playing the game for the first time might think, oh, broken sprinkler, that'll work, but it actually doesn't. So you show her the broken sprinkler and she'll be like, this sprinkler's batteries have run out. I can't do anything with this. See, I just showed that you can do that if you want to. But yeah, you are supposed to go into the little hideout and exchange it before giving Momorin the good one. Oh my gosh, Moot 4 dance. That is so true. We do that right now. There we go. There it is. Also, hello, Salmon Runner. How are you doing? Oh my god, I forgot. Whoops. I'm sorry, Mr. Droll. I did not mean it. You know, funny you should come in at this time. Because you're actually not supposed to be a little rabbit guy in the game. You're actually, like, not. I'm just wearing the Amiga mask right now. But there are characters who are little rabbit guys, like this one over here. He's telling us about the lore. But yeah, the rabbit guys are called Amigas, and they are prominent characters, but that's just not the main character. But yeah, I'm near the end of the game, so hopefully you don't mind this late game spoiler stuff, Mr. Ren. But yeah, I'll show you what the character is actually supposed to look like in a second, because we're in a part of the game where Momorin here is using well, she gave us this mask so we can like ask for the sprinkler basically. Bunui, yes. I'm lying, he plays a rabbit the whole game. No, I'm not lying. However, that does lead into something interesting because, so the part, actually I'll explain it in a second because it's easy to explain later. Let me just get through the next, like, minute or so. But yeah, lots of Bunuis in this game. That's the real reason I was on Team Bunny for that one Springfest Splatfest. It's not about knowing how it ends, it's about the execution of making you a rabbit guy. You know what? I guess you could view Cave Story as just the story of how you briefly become a rabbit guy. If you want to, that is one interpretation you could take. Alright, so now that we have Momorun made this rocket thing to launch us to near the throne room. So we're supposed to talk with her and get our booster back. However, if you don't talk with her, you really can just ride up if you want to. And you can beat the game with just this, with no booster at all. And you get like a secret little, there's like some extra dialogue from some of the characters, and there's also a credits image that is, what are you guys doing over there? There's a credits image that is changed to reflect, you wearing the mask. However, I'm not going for that ending. You cannot get the good ending with that, so, I'm gonna take the booster pack. And then we hand over the mask. So this is what we actually look like. We're just a silly little guy. We're not a rabbit like these other people, unfortunately. Alright, so final thing. We have Hajime here. Including more infrequent frame drops, which is really fun, you know, it's always fun. Long time no ARF. I was told to bring this to you. Are you going to fight the doctor? Good luck. My tail wags only for you. Oh yeah, tell Curly I said hi. So yeah, now that line is actually nice. It's not mean. It's not, being stabbed in the face. Bunny Mask bad ending? Well, it's not necessarily the bad ending, it's just not, the golden ending as, TV tropes would stay. You can get the normal ending, but just not that one. It's like the Pikmin bad ending if you die, you turn into a bunny. You know what? Yes, that is true. Alright, so, for people who are watching for the normal route, you remember that there is one format for this next area. But this time, you feel a black wind blow through you, and all weapons drop to level 1. So this is the hidden last cave, and this is a different little format than from the previous one that you get if you're on the normal route. But if you have the Iron Bond, you get this version. And this version is harder. Also, I did not equip the booster, which is... we probably wouldn't equip the booster for this section, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, so this area is meant specifically for the booster. If you don't have the booster, a 2.0, like why? But yeah, so a lot more perilous, a lot more spikes going on and stuff. But there are some XP capsules, which I don't believe are in the previous version of this. So that's nice. I'm gonna skip some of them because I am gonna try not to be greedy. Yeah, all of them are actually turns into a Mimiga if you get the bad ending. This is true. Then they're like, oh my god, it's like Cave Story, wow. Yeah, these XP castles are specifically because all your weapons drop to level 1 in this section. However, because we do have the Spur is the only weapon that does not take XP because you charge it. So that's another reason why having the Spur for this section is good. And actually thinking, actually no, Robo J did have it, so he's fine. Evil Bat. Olimar was actually the little man you brought to his family. He really was. Yes. Because Olimar is canonically so small, just like the little man. So, you know, have we ever seen Olimar and the little man in the same room at the same time? The answer is no. This is, Cave Story is a prequel to Pikmin. This is true. But yeah, this song is Bone Zone worthy. This is a great song. One thing that I do think is cool about Cave Story Plus is because, so there are two versions. Oh, whoa, okay. I took my hands off the keyboard and I completely got misaligned. Anyway, so the final cave has two different themes depending on if you're in the hidden one or the normal one. The normal one is, I believe, a jazz remix, and the normal one is like intense, and the hidden one is intense. So I think that's kind of cool. It's unfortunate though because most people playing the game repeatedly are going to be getting the good endings, which means you won't hear the jazz version as much. Also, that's a speedrun strat. You see, you damage boost, so you get to ignore the critter. Definitely. Yeah, this area is kind of like Celeste. Yeah. Also, this is the mini boss of the area. This is the Red Ogre. I'm gonna try to beat this first try. We'll see though. It's easy with the booster because, again, you can just kind of dodge everything. Okay, yeah, we did it. But yeah, he basically just shoots out like swords or something, gotta dodge them, which is easy with the booster if you're like used to it, which you should be at this point because of this level. It forces you to get good with it. That is the video game logic of it. So now we get the clay figure medal, and this says, it's small and profoundly heavy. It has no use, but it proves that you're a gamer. That's what it says, but you know, Andros' translation, you know, it gets some things wrong sometimes. But yeah, so some lore thing, if you were there when I played last time, if you remember, there was one like kind of hidden dialogue that you got if you spoke with Jack, in the Mimiga village. I think it was like after Sue got kidnapped. He talked about how Arthur like fought off the Red Ogre, and that is actually this guy that you just fought right here. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's a like actual lore that this guy was terrorizing the Mimigas in Mimiga village, and because you are a gamer, you beat him. I know, the localization team, they read them, they're like, you know, that's not that important. People don't need to know that they're gamers. But that's a lie, because we do need to know that we're gamers. Oh, I misfired that. That's very sad. By the way, if you, again, there is like a little XP area before the final bosses of this section, but I'm trying to like level up my stuff as much as I can so I can like level up the other stuff. Just in case. It does explain a lot about Quote's motivations and personality, yeah. Like, I really wish they left that part in, because that would mean that Quote's, like, canonically a gamer. And I think people should know this. I think that's very important. So, you know, it's really hard to, like, know about his personality because he's a silent protagonist. Like, there's some things that hint towards him talking, but, like, overall, he's kind of a blank slate. If only Aeon Genesis and Nicholas explained that he loves being a gamer, then we would understand. Anyway, that's the hidden cave. I think I made it look a bit easy, but that is one of the harder sections of the game. Just because you do have to do like all that stuff without like a save point or anything, but there are areas to grind. Like I mentioned, they can grind the bats on that like halfway little checkpoint. Oh yeah, these are the guys I'm talking about. So like these guys, some people think that these might be the colons that like Curly was like taking care of, but it's also just as likely that they could just be regular Mimikas. But yeah, some theorizing and stuff. It does explain everything. The G Fuel. That's why they can't let Quote have his memory back. He'd be like, oh my god, Curly, you need to go get the G Fuel in hell right now. But yeah, so here's the note written by Booster again. Talks about trying to live long enough. And interestingly enough, if you remember the good route ending, there was a little some text up there that reiterated provided I only live long enough. Like that was repeated specifically to like call emphasis to it, but if you're already on the good ending route, it does not show up because like you're already there. But that just kind of solidifies that that is intended to be like a hint, even though it's a very vague hint as to getting the good ending. But yeah. Anyway, Spur is awesome. Even though this guy has like so much HP. Oh yeah, here is the extra little XP area I was talking about. I showed this last time, but yeah. I don't think I used any of it because I was already leveled up because, again, in the normal non-hidden final cave, your stuff does not reset to level 1. So, it's not that as much of an issue. Alright. Let me level up my bullets. And level up the bubbler, I guess. That's okay. I might use that. Or at least like show it off. The blade is fine. Do a bit of the fireball. Oh yeah, I forgot. Because level 3 bubbler actually shoots these like different kinds of things. It actually does like hit the boxes, whereas level 1 and level 2 do not destroy boxes like this. Alright. You can get more missiles here. And more hearts down here if you are missing any. Big bubbler. So true. The Inklings got their inspiration from Cave Story on the bubbles. Alright, so here's the final bosses now. And you will very quickly see that this first boss fight is a lot easier with the spur compared to the machine gun, which is what I showed last time. Here's Misery. But yeah, I believe she says like an extra dialogue if you have the Mika mask still on, she'll be like, wow, you look ridiculous, or something like that. It's an extra little challenge because you don't have like any booster at that point if you have the mask on, so it's kind of fun. Oh my god, I did that wrong. Keep forgetting to like direct this. But yeah, with the Booster 2.0, it's easier to dodge those lightning things. It's easier to like dodge things just in general because you don't have to like deal with the garbage Booster 0.8. So your maneuverability is just better. Everything is better when you have the Booster 2.0 and the Spur. Because you remember when I was doing this boss fight the last time with the 0.8, it was just really difficult. Or, I mean, you can do better at it, but, you know, I'm not like an ultra gamer, so I couldn't like show off it be like super easy or anything. Let me just farm these guys a little bit. Because even though you are on the good ending, there is no respite or extra save point between any of these bosses. Well, that was lucky that I dodged all that. Again, sometimes the hitboxes are very kind to you, other times they're not. Yeah, I'm a lot more used to fighting this boss with this weapon and booster setup. Even though I haven't played the game in like 4 years or something like that. Is this Touhou? Yes. This is one of the most Touhou bosses in the game. I might farm a little bit more just because I know that the next ones are a bit can get you kind of easily. Give me that heart, thank you. Alright, 44 is pretty good. I'm okay with that. Alright, okay, die quickly so I can get these hearts. Oh my god, disappeared. How dare you. Misery. She hates me. She does kind of look like a Touhou character, doesn't she? I can see that. Right, here's these guys again. And here's a doctor being evil and laughing evilly. Wahaha, he says. He's like, this is the Chaos Emerald. I'm gonna use it like Sonic, like Shadow, like Blaze, like all the Sonic characters. Again, Spur's good, as long as it doesn't get, blocked. Which it will pretty often, probably. Because he's just that annoying. Annoying little doctor dude. Oh yeah, this is also Touhou, by the way. The crystal also blocks a Spur, by the way. So that can be a bit annoying if you do not know that already. Yeah, just like that. I'd be more cautious than I really need to be, but yeah. And he's like, yeah, the power, I can't control it because the chaos is taking control of me. Oh, bastard. Okay, yeah, that attack, I don't know why that keeps hitting me, because it's really throwing me off. And you hear the bats. This is also Touhou. Bats give you less damage. Anyway, I'm gonna farm this next part so much. He does kind of look like a werehog a little bit, yeah. Alright, so again, like last time, you can get hearts by talking to Choco twice. And they're like easier to get a little bit because of the booster. Unfortunately, they are limited time for some reason because Pixel hates us. He's like, okay, I'll give you a little freebie, but like not that much of a freebie. This is also Sonic because you have to save the animals. You know what? Very true. You do have to save the animals. This is very Sonic coded. So similar sentiment, this boss is also easier with the Spur and the booster 2.0. I'm honestly a bit surprised I was able to like do this part the first try with a 0.8 because that was a bit painful. Yeah, at this point, the game is still pretty much the same for the good ending, other than the final K being different. Alright, so similar deal. Sue's easier to get first. Sue should be the first target if you are planning on like not speedrunning. Just because Sue does not spawn guys that can give you health and XP. That being said, if you guys do remember, or not remember, whatever, Misery does switch to giving you, like, fish instead of critters once Sue dies. Which is just a bit of, like, a slight change, but it is, you know, it's something to keep in mind, because fish are a bit harder to get compared to, like, the critters are just bouncing on the floor being bullet sponges for you. Alright, then there is Sue, dead. Just kidding, she's not dead, she's just passed out. She's okay, really. Yeah, again, there's fish now, and fish are... they come about a bit weirdly, but then again, we do like fish, because this is a fish channel. Where fishing is important because salmon run are like fish. Yeah, I don't think I need to like grind that much, I'm just being overly cautious. You can like definitely just target the core now. Because again, your health will refill after this part for the escape sequence. Which is Metroid. Metroid is the escape sequence. Also, you could definitely use missiles here. And you can still use the blade at this point. I'm just being, again, overly cautious, which I really don't need to be. But you know what else is good about it is that you get to continue listening to the final boss theme, which is very epic and very good. Oh my god, Mira was thinking the same thing. See, this game is a lot of things, actually. It's not original at all. I don't know why it's so popular. I mean, this game keeps taking ideas from so many other games. So lame. Oh, okay, never mind. We're at the final section now. That means I gotta lock in. And just quickly end this. There we go. Undertale did it first. You know, there is a Sans adjacent later. Killing fish, also like Salmon Run before Salmon even existed. I mean, again, this is a prequel to, you know, Splatoon, Pikmin, a lot of things. See, Sue's fine. We just knocked her out. Misery's also fine. Dan's cave story? Unfortunately, yes. Alright, so again, like I mentioned, you do refill your health. It is ideal if you do not lose any health here. And I'll explain why. because the prefab house is now open again, as you can see. In a normal run, this would be locked. However, this is not locked. So, now if you talk with the books, it says if you have to give up, I'll give you back a little time. So this would be like if you have a save point here, but you wanted to see the normal ending still, because you can still get the normal ending if you like follow Sue and you fall off the island with her. So the bed is all crooked, so you cannot sleep here anymore. So if you took damage, while you were on your way here, you would be screwed. So you have to like go back in time, go through the sequence with no damage being taken, that kind of stuff. Anyway. Yep. This part of the game is pretty infamous. Counter activated. Feel black wind blow through you. All weapons dropped to level 1. This is the sacred ground. Did you know that the witch woman Jenka once had a brother? His name was Balos. Like his sister, he wielded powers far beyond those of mortals. Also, I forgot. Hold on. Okay. This is very important. Can't believe I missed this. I needed to show you this. Okay, so if you jump down here, there's a sign. It says welcome to hell. So, since this is hell, this is the hardest part of the game. It is a lot of memorization, but there's one part in particular that is just RNG and it sucks. But yeah, anyway, so one thing I do want to add to my overlay is a text source. And this is going to be a death counter. Alright? Because I'm not expecting to beat this the first try. There's no way I'm going to do this. So, we're going to do it this way. And I'm going to try my best. Here we go. That should be good enough. And, yep. Alright. So, we're gonna count. I'm gonna start at 0 because that first one I didn't count because I was doing that on purpose. Anyway, we're in hell. It's a win-loss record. Well, unfortunately, you can't. I mean, unless you're like crazy, you're just trying to beat it like 50 times in one evening. There's not really much of a win-loss you can really get. Anyway. I might have some muscle memory for this. But overall, I'm not expecting to, like, do particularly well. But that room does trip people up a lot. Because, you know. He used his magical powers to help and guide people, and people loved and trusted him in return. Even more than they did their own king. So here's Curly again, and you connect to her with a tow rope. So here it's kind of implied that she kind of remembered maybe a bit more about, you know, the location of Balos and stuff like that, so she tried to get down here on her own. Alright, this is the stupid room. These blocks are all RNG. It's bullshit. Everyone hates it. If you get hit by the angels, it does less damage than the blocks. So if anything, you want to get hit by the angels. But you still don't want to get hit at all because you want to keep your health up as much as possible. The jealous king had Balos apprehended and thrown into a prison, where his punishment was brutal and cruel. Humans can be terrible creatures indeed. Oh, that's an asshole. That's an ass. So, you can either go really slow, or you can go really quickly through this. Both ways work. Alright, here we are. Okay. Under the extreme cruelty of the torture, Balos' magical abilities finally ran wild. The king was engulfed in the swirl of magic and destroyed in an instant. In a single night, the kingdom that Balos so loved was reduced to ash and ruins. This is a very Undertale way to deliver the story, I agree. Also, by the way, secret thing, you can keep going in and out of these, this area, and keep getting this health to farm it if you've taken excessive damage. This is not a speedrun tactic. Again, as you can see in the corner, there is a timer. It's counting up, not down, so don't worry, there's no time limit, so that's okay. But the reason why there is a counter at all is because this is supposed to be like balls bullshit hard. There's a reason this part is infamous. Or infamous, sorry. But yeah, so Pixel, the guy who made this game, when he first made the game, I think he kind of like shared some of it with like other people at when he was developing it. And so initially, Pixel just had the normal ending for this game, right? It was just the part where you fall off the island, Curly, you know, dies, all that kind of stuff. The people who played it are like, this game is too easy. Why is it so easy, Pixel? So what Pixel did is like, alright, that's okay, I'll make something that's not easy. So I made the good ending, including this part. And that is why the counter has that dialogue, because he's like, okay, you want something hard? You want something hard? I'll give you something hard. But yeah, Curly's awake now, and she actually has a nemesis. How does she get the nemesis? I'm not really sure. Because the only one we have is from the little man. And you can get the little man. You can get the nemesis at the same time as Curly, so I don't know where she's getting this other one from. But it's a mystery. I had to work for a happy ending, like conceptually, yeah. It does make you work for it. It is unfortunate that it's very vague in this game. But yeah, in theory, it's a great idea. But yeah, I do understand that it doesn't really like want you to like, you know, immediately get the good ending to first try, because like that again, that's why I like played the good ending first. Or not, sorry, that's why I played through the normal route first, because I do feel like you are supposed to play it that way first, and then get the good ending, because you do get more, you get more from it, basically. Junka, seeing her brother's madness, confined him to this floating island. That was the most she could do. Even as he was, she could not bring herself to kill her own brother. Yeah, so there's like some health pickups like later on or throughout this area, but overall it's kind of not really a place to recover. Oh, you got these guys. Arrows suck. Should be using Curly to get these guys. I'm pretty sure they can get them okay. Anyways, music is awesome. I love this music very much. It is, I believe in the game bio slash song titles, it's called Curly's theme. Now, it's a bit ambiguous because, you know, people will say, oh, maybe it's Quote's theme, maybe it's both their themes, I don't know. But I think it's... One interesting thing, I think, is because, when the game was, like, in very early development, Quote's hat actually said Curly Brace on it, because his name was supposed to be Curly. It wasn't Quote originally, it was Curly. And they got, I guess, changed into like 2 different characters or something like that, I don't know. So it could be Curly, the real Curly's theme, it could be Quote's theme, it could be both their themes, I don't know. It's very ambiguous. Pixel will not tell us, as far as I know. I like going through this way the most. The top way. It makes me the most happy. But I will get these adjacent angels. And I will go through the middle way because why not? This is a time for beginnings and new things. It was Jenka's daughter Misery who made Balos create the demon crown. She was subsequently cursed by the crown, forced to do the bidding of all who wear it. If the crown is destroyed, the curse is lifted. However, are we, Curly? Are we finding love and self-acceptance through this adversary? Yeah, I don't know. It's just fun to think about because it's so big. Alright, so this area has a really quick way of getting through it. Let's go do this. I'm just gonna do it the slow way because I am nervous. Because I have not died yet, which I think is kind of cool. So I'm gonna try to be a gamer and not do embarrassing things. You can grind the angels here, but it's kind of difficult, as they say. Also, yeah, that press falling down is bullshit. Because if you're the first time, like, oh my god, I beat it, then it falls down. Even if the crown is destroyed, it will only rise again every time, so long as Balos yet lives. Such is the strength of his soul that permeates the crown. Alright, so up here, I think I showed this, last time. But yeah, so we have a... Star needs to stop doing that, holy shit. So we have Halda, we have Anashkpone, we have Mayakid, and we also have Uyuhiko Date. And we know his name now, that is the doctor's name. But yeah, so I think from like the backstory we got with Curly, I think it's kind of implied that the crown holder they fought was a Mayakid, because that was the previous one. So I believe that is what is the lore, I believe. I don't need missiles, I already have my max missiles, I didn't use any on the press. Okay, my blade is still good. It keeps giving me missiles. Okay, there we go. Alright, so level 2, that's alright. But yeah, so if you get rid of the statues, you get to see, quote,
you get to see Toriko, get to see King, and Curly. 3 of these people die. Curly's only alive here just from spite. Just in case you're wondering, you cannot go back to the plantation this way. Please kill my master. That is the only way misery can be freed. The only way to avoid a repetition of this tragedy. My master's name is Balos. His magic powers have gone wild, and now he cannot even die. So please also notice that there's no save point. That previous section I did, including Sacred Ground B1 through 3, the press, and this next section, you all have to deal with no save point. Welcome. I am Balos. Ages upon ages ago, in fear of enduring further punishment, I allowed my magic to run wild. The magic became such that even its master's hands could not control it. As I looked on, unable to quell its fiery rage, it took from me my loved ones, my children, my dearest wife. Their cries of agony soared above the flames. I could not avert my eyes, so I merely gazed upon the spectacle. Laughing. Jenka sealed me away, but my magic yet rages out of control even now. Long, long have I waited for the one who would finally subdue my magic's fury. Now, kill me, or I shall kill you. Oh yeah, this is absolutely cruel, but then again, like I explained earlier, this is made out of spite. This is meant for people who want the game to be hard. And you know what? He does look like a Goron. This is also a prequel to Legend of Zelda. So you can see there are bones, and he also has a glowing eye. Therefore, he is sans the skeleton. Oh, fuck you. I thought you were done with that pattern. Asshole. Can't believe this guy keeps tripping me up. I thought I had the muscle memory for the sheer number of times he lunges at you in this video game. Okay, phase 2. Kansas Nest Boss is confirmed exactly. Okay, so this guy leaps 3 times. Oh, just kidding. He only does 2 times the first time he falls. Every other time he does 3 times. This is because Balos is so cool. But yeah, you have to do a lot of dodging underneath this guy. He's kind of annoying. Oh my god, ooh, what the fuck is that? Eyes the weak spot, Zelda. Exactly! That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm just stalling for no reason. God, fuck you guys. But yeah, the bones, the eye, he's Sans, his Ness, is every other popular indie game character that'll ever come out from now on. Also, you can be like, you can fall under him at this point. You have to be like directly under him, and he will like stop you, and it's very bad because it does like 10 damage or something like that. But if you fall, like, if it's on the edges, you are fine, I believe. Because Pixel is not actually a demon, unlike what most people think. Anyway, this is the third phase. Again, no save point, no health, except please remember that you do have a life pot. So you can use that, and again, just refill your health. So that's cool. And the spur does pierce Balos's eyeball, guys. So that's good to keep in mind. Most sane people would give after losing this point. They would, absolutely. There's a reason. There's a reason many people have not finished this part of the game. Alright, here's phase 4, technically. It's still technically phase 3, but I like to call it phase 4. And people do as well sometimes. Anyway. There's an easy way to do this, and the easy way to do this is, simply speaking, you can get to his eyeball and fire missiles into it very easily. And it does tons of damage. And it's very, very easy to do that. You do take some damage, so you have to do it like quickly, but again, if you have the life pot still, like it's not hard. It's kind of a cheeky little way of doing it, honestly. We do have these things that are bouncing out everywhere, so let's use my life pot. You can also use the blade in the same exact spot that I was talking about, and that is cool. Oh, those guys only do 5 damage. That's a way. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Curly's nemesis is doing good again. Okay, how the fuck did I do that the first try? I haven't played this game in 4 years. What the fuck? Alright, I guess I look like I'm bragging now if I had this up, so I'm gonna take it down. Yeah, I don't know. Once upon a time. Alright, it stopped. The island stopped falling. Maybe all the negative energy was weakened after we beat him? Well, I don't know. It looks like our work here is done. It hurts. What? So hot. The pain. The wall. Help me. It hurts. So hot. We're gonna get crushed. Hiya! God, I can't wait till RoboJ gets to this part. He's gonna love it. There you are, just like Misery said. You came to rescue us. Hold on tight. Let's go. Doe. Is your head alright? I'm not sure. You. That was close. I thought I was scrap out this time for sure. Looks like we owe you another one. Nah, don't thank me. I was just doing what Misery asked me to. Misery? You mean that witch? That's right. I thought she hated our guts. Heck, I thought you hated our guts. You beat Balos, right? When you did that, it lifted our curse. Now neither of us has to take orders from anyone. I thought you guys were just jerks, but I guess it was all the crown's fault. Well, you reap what you sow. After all, Misery's the one who had to make the crown in the first place. Huh. You don't say. So, interesting thing about this line. In the Nicholas translation, it's I didn't know that. Now, is it you don't say or I don't know that? I don't know. But that being said, we did have some dialogue that told us about Balos's backstory. It was from the dog, right? So whether or not that's diegetic or undiegetic, I don't know. In this version, it seems like it is diegetic. But if she says I didn't know that, it kind of points to it not being undiegetic. So, small thing, but yeah, it's kind of weird. I do say. So what are you gonna do now? I can take you anywhere you like. You're right. Our mission is over, and now I just want to live out my days, somewhere where I can relax and enjoy a beautiful view. Would it be alright if I joined you there? Sure. Let's live the three of us together. Really? I'll let you pick the spot. Just find us a good place, okay? You got it. Alright then, hang on tight. So that's the good ending. Good in quotes, golden ending, I guess more specific to the TV tropes. But yeah, one thing I think it is a bit off-putting to like most people is that this ending does not involve, the Sue, Kazuma, Momo like at all, whereas you do actually get a bit of closure on that. But in this ending, you basically abandoned them to do this whole other like side quest essentially. But then again, generally speaking, this is kind of why I think the game kind of wants you to play the regular ending first. Like it doesn't want you to like play through this entire thing the first time, because you do miss out on a lot of the, I guess, conclusions, and then also just general information basically. But yeah, okay, so on the health thing, I'm gonna blame that entirely on muscle memory. That part is not easy. Most people spend like tens of hundreds of times trying to do that. So, yeah. Oh, but yeah, I forgot. Cursed by the Crown, Misery, ultimately a friend, Balrog. So some of the descriptions of these characters change in the credits if you get the good ending versus the normal one. Because I believe their descriptions are different. And also now you have Balos being listed and also the enemies from the Sacred Grounds. Which you do not get if you get only the normal ending. My opinion is a very cute name. It is, it's very cute. But yeah, here's all the names of the enemies. So Poochie is a small frog and the big one is the frog. You got the press, Sandcrocs. Some of them are given to us in the game, but others are you have to like watch this. After watching RoboJade fight Balls Remarkable, yeah, I mean, RoboJade is like the average person playing it for the first time. I played this game a long time ago, and also I've beaten it many times, so again, at this point, it's muscle memory, I think. It's not that easy, really. It took me many times when I played it my first time. I just was not expecting, for me to be the first time after having not played it in like 4 years, but yeah. Muscle memory, it works. But yeah, those cat creatures in the outer wall are called night spirits. Which makes sense, because that kinda checks out. We have the swollen mech heavy press, and hate and madness given flesh for Balos. Now, is swollen what I would describe that press? Probably not. You know, it's definitely a word though. And here you also see Misery. So she's also alive. Now, why is her sprite different? I don't know. No one knows. And here's all the people who I believe, I think that they helped like playtest or just help Pixel out just in general when he was developing the game. But now, also, so, instead of, you know, Sue and Kazuma and people, instead of them, for the good ending, you get Curly, Misery, Malco, Hermit Gunsmith, Balrog, and also Dr. Gero and the Nurse, which means that they are important characters. But yeah, I like Dr. Gero a lot. That's the guy who I had my profile picture for a long time. Swollen Gold. Oh, you know what? I prefer them being called Swollen than Fertile. Swollen's better. But yeah, that's Cave Story. Yeah, I showed the regular ending stuff and also the good ending, so yeah. Very fun game. Again, there's a lot of different ways you can play it with like different like guns and stuff. I don't think I used a bubbler at all for those bosses, but you definitely can. You can have the Mimic Mask ending, which is like a little secret. But yeah, a lot of different ways to play it. I think it's very fun. I think people should still play it in the good year 2024. Uh, but yeah, happy 20th anniversary, Cave Story. You deserved it because you ended up being the prequel to Undertale, to Pikmin, to Splatoon, all those games. But yeah, really great game. I enjoy it quite a lot. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, I mean, I was really considering just doing like the good ending, but again, like I've been talking about, the game kind of wants you to play like the first run first because there's like a lot of like little details and stuff that you really miss if you just go for the good run. But yeah, yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed all the little tidbits and stuff I was trying to include throughout. And yeah, regardless of spoilers, I hope you guys, you know, if you want to, if the game is free, you can go play it right now. Um, Download it. There's also, you know, the remakes and stuff, but the base game is free. What I just played was free. It's great. It's fun. Yay, I'm glad it was fun. But yeah, the other cool thing about this game being free is that there's also a really like big modding community that's been around for a while. There's on the Cave Story fan site, there's like a forum page with like a bunch of like theories and people talking about stuff about the game. So if that interests you, there's 20 years worth of theory crafting and fan art and stuff. Unfortunately, about the fan art, a lot of the photo bucket stuff, it's not hosted anymore, so you can't really find it, but the forums themselves are still there, so if you think that's interesting, you want to see any cringe or not cringe mods, um, feel free to check that out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, otherwise, that's it for me. I'm gonna, God, no one's live. Actually, you know who's live? Reese Bees is live, and they are playing web fishing, and you know, we saw fish in this game, so that makes sense. So I'm gonna raid Reese Bees, even though the game is a bit different, because I don't think anyone else is playing QStar right now, unfortunately. If someone is, I'll change, but... Not English, I think, unfortunately. Okay, I don't know, not English. But yeah, so I'm gonna raid Reese. Reese is very nice. But yeah, they're playing web fishing, so hope that is good. And I'll be back like later for Samurai Run, Big Run. I'll probably won't play it for very long, so I do need to like get stuff around, but I will play it for like at least a few different kings. So yeah, that's all. Thanks everyone for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in a couple hours maybe, and if not, I'll see you guys next year. See ya.